Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from my AEW Dynamite review for the August 25th edition. And let me tell you something. I enjoyed this episode. The worst part of it, though, was the ending. Not saying it was terrible. It just fell flat. Didn't really get me going, oh, I want more. And the problem is it should have and could have. We'll talk about that first. But outside of the ending, very strong episode of AEW, especially the CM Punk debut. His promo with Tony Schiavone was excellent, and he might even have given a subtle nod to a dragon from America, if you know what I mean. But we're going to break all of this down today. First off, welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. We're going to talk about all things All Elite, and I cannot wait to start things off with that main event, which again was by default, the worst thing on the show. Not saying it was terrible. I didn't come out feeling like, oh, I want more, like I did the rest of the show. But agree, disagree, let me know down below in the comments. And of course, if you're here in the live chat, go ahead and voice your opinions in the live chat. Let's pay some bills before we get started. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. I've been doing really well on likes. These past few weeks, we've been hitting the goals. I say 300, you guys do 400. I say 400, you do 500. I say 500, you do 600. So you know what? I'm going to just keep raising the bar. Every broadcast, I'm going to just keep raising the bar. I usually say 300. Now we're raising it. 400 likes. 400 likes for this broadcast. If you enjoyed the show, if you enjoyed seeing CM Punk on AEW TV, Dynamite TV, TNT, please show some love, like the video, vote it up, and help it get more viewers. Also join the membership and help request or get a chance to request a video topic, a reaction, or a review of your choosing. Also, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at JustAlexCentral. Also give me a follow on Instagram. Donate using PayPal, Patreon. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate using your... You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at Alyx'sWorld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And go ahead and get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt. But don't forget to get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America t-shirt made by It's J Knots and Fire Star Heart. Let's do some shout outs. Check out the people here in the live chat. Show some love to the moderators, of course. Ultra Sean 97, Firestar Heart, Elias Demi, and Godzilla Hawk. Thank you to the early crowd. I think we're already at 100 viewers, right? Well, we're a little bit under it, but we're about to go ahead and cross that mark. That's cool. Hold on for 1 second. Letting the people know that we live. Forgot to do that. Maybe that's why we're not at 100 yet, because I forgot to let people know that I'm live right now. Oops, my bad. So it's about to get a little crowded in here now. Just had to let people know what was going on. All right, well, other than that, let's say hello to the early crowd. Thank you to the following people for joining me. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Godzilla Hawk, Joseph Winters, Adam Ritter, Paul Bonito. That's a new one. What's up, Paul? Good to have you here. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, JJ Bulldog, Big Hero Chris, I like what you did there, Agus Chaos, Tyrese Taylor, Regito Boy 09, Black Z Fighter, Demetrius B, Ashley Greer Crowder, Midnight Joker, Pikachu Black, Billy Ray Allen, Emerilla 408. We also got Taryn Jones. We also got Christopher Carter, Anime Mania 500. And last but not least, let's give this one to TLB, the Fly Guy. Welcome everybody. Gonna play some super chats here in just a second. Just want to thank you all for being here really quickly. I saw an image of the injury that Cash Wheeler suffered. Like, I just saw it. Oh, it's gonna get me a strike here on YouTube if I show it. But if you're into that kind of stuff, yeah, he doesn't hide it. It shows the blood and the pus, and like I feel like I saw veins. Like it was nasty. I was like, ugh. I just had lunch before this, so if I'm a little queasy, that's why. That was not pretty to look at. Jesus Christ, my man. Anyways, super chats, go.
If you want to do live reaction for All Out, which matches do you want to do live reaction?
The only match, if I did live reactions to, I would most likely only do it for CM Punk and Darby Allin. Now, I did tell my viewers that if I get enough people who join the membership over $10, because $10 is live reactions, I'll just do live reactions for all pay-per-views. But right now, we're a little young. We're a little young on the memberships. So if we get more overtime, I'll happily do live reactions for all the pay-per-views. Raw, well, not Raw. Shike. WWE, I ain't doing no live reaction for Raw unless something crazy happens. But WWE, AEW pay-per-views, absolutely. I don't mind doing live reactions for those, if you know what I mean. But yeah, man. I made a mistake looking at that Cash Wheeler photo. Good to have you guys here. We are currently sitting at just a little bit under, it did go up, just a little bit under 100. So good to have you guys here. Let's go ahead and let's start things off with that main event. Again, I don't hate what they did. I'm not saying it was the worst thing I ever seen. It's just, to me, let me just get into it. The main event of tonight's show was Malakai Black, Tommy Yen, taking on Brock Anderson, the son of Arn Anderson. Let me tell you something. If he was ever going to have a son, this guy is it. He looks exactly like Arn did back in the day. It's scary how much he resembles his father. From the chest hair, to the scowl look, to the, even like the type of hair, the blonde color. It's ridiculously similar to his father when he was younger. I'm pretty sure his spine buster looks the same too. But anyways, the match starts. You already know how it's going to go. Malakai Black is going to beat his ass, and that's exactly what happened. Now, Brock did get some offense, but not so much to the point where you thought Aleister Black was going to lose. He got some offense on him, but it did nothing at all to change the momentum of the match. Malakai Black did a couple of punches, a couple of kicks, busted him open, and then hit him with that black mass and pinned him. 1, 2, 3. The crowd was just like, one more time, one more time, one more time. And Black went, nah, 1, 2, 3. And I went, okay, I get it. He's a heel. And then here comes Arn Anderson to comfort his son. And then Malakai Black gets inside the ring with a steel chair. And I'm thinking, okay, here comes the massacre. He's about to go all out. See what I did there? All out on them bitches. Drops the chair because Arn's like, fight me like a man. Fight me like a man. Black throws the chair down, goes for a black mass. Arn blocks it. Wah! Wah, 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 wah. Is that all you got? And then Black says, okay, bitch. Boom! Low blows him. And then hits him with a black mass. And then I went, okay, that's fine. Just let's wrap this up. Nothing much that's, get me out of my seat. And just when I was like, I'm not bothered by this, whatever. let's end it here. Here comes Lee Johnson, and then Aleister Black hightails it. He runs. Okay, he didn't run, but he backs away from him and escapes. Like, now I'm almost certain that was not how it was supposed to come off. He was probably leaving the ring anyways, and Lee Johnson just came out at a particular time where it looked like he was running away from him. But still, the camera shot made it feel like he was running away from Lee Johnson. The music hit. I don't even know why the music hit. That was weird. But anyways, Lee Johnson came out. Aleister Black walks away, and then that's how the show goes off. And I just went... And believe it or not, hey, it happens sometimes. I am someone that's fair. I don't think... One second, y'all. This is bothering me. Okay. There we go. I'm sorry. That was just like... Okay, let me fix that. That just looks a little better. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. But yeah, it was really bothering me because they're booking him to be hated. They're booking him in a way where fans will boo him. It's not working. It's not working. Aleister Black, it's like Britt Baker. You want fans to hate her. She wants people to hate her. It's not going to work. I just think Aleister Black is one of those anomalies where maybe you can't call him a babyface, but he's way too badass to hate. He really is. And I feel like this segment was booked in a way where fans were almost told or forced to hate him, and it fell flat. I think the reason why it didn't work is because, one, I'm sorry, the whole Cody Rhodes Nightmare Family stuff, I don't really think you can book them as baby faces anymore. I'm not saying that people hate or don't like Cody Rhodes and his Nightmare Family. It just, and this is maybe just me, I just feel like the Nightmare Family are just natural heels. They're just natural heels. They have to work to be baby faces, which is fine. I mean, some people are just natural heels and have to work a little extra to get people to like them. It happens that way. But if you're trying to get sympathy on the Nightmare Family through Aleister Black or Malakai Black, Tommy End, this was not the way to do it. I actually wanted to see him beat him up more. I was actually kind of disappointed that Malakai Black didn't do more damage to Brock Anderson or his father. I want to see him go crazy. I want to see him hurt somebody. I want to see Malakai Black be a badass, because that's what he is. That entrance, did you see how awesome that entrance was? Him sitting Indian style on the stage, the light in the background, the silhouette. He walks down with the mask. Lights go out, lights go on. The only time that's worked in AEW, honestly. That's the only person that's worked for it, in my opinion. Because they do it all the time. They always turn off the lights and turn it on. I'm perfectly fine with it only being for Malakai Black. But he comes across so badass. And they want us to hate him. And I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. I get it. You're trying it in a way where it plays into the story where Cody Rhodes is the babyface. I think after tonight, we need to go ahead and shift directions. Fans are not going to boo Aleister Black. They want to cheer him. Matter of fact, I think they're more likely, they are more likely to boo Cody Rhodes. So, AEW, hello, is anybody listening to me? If you just so happen to be watching me, I think we need to go ahead and do a 50-50 switcheroo and do a double turn, if you know what I will. If you know what I mean. If you know what I will. What the hell am I talking about? 50-50 switcheroo? I think we should do a double turn. We should pull a Bret and Austin from 1997. Let Aleister Black, Malakai Black, I'm going to keep saying Aleister Black, I'm sorry. Let Black be the babyface. Let Cody be the heel. People want to boo Cody anyways. Let him be booed. Just let him be booed. It's not going to hurt anybody. I don't know why. Why does it feel like Cody is fighting this heel turn? Dude, let people hate you. Okay? Don't be a John Cena where people want to boo you, but you fight it. That's just going to make people hate you even more. Let them get it out the system. Let them get it out now, so then later on, you can be a legit babyface. That's what they're doing with Roman Reigns. They waited so long to turn Roman heel. Now people are just like, oh my God, thank heavens. Holy shit. But imagine if they would have turned Roman heel earlier. A lot earlier in his career. He would be a top babyface. One of the top babyfaces today. And I don't want that to happen to Cody. So, in my personal opinion, based off of this segment and it falling flat, yeah, we should stop trying to make Aleister Black the... God damn it. Stop calling him Aleister Black. Malakai Black. Black, Tommy End, whatever. We need to stop making Malakai the villain here. Because I don't think it's working. It's not. My personal opinion only. Not saying the segment was terrible. I just think compared to everything else, it was the weakest thing on the show. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not blaming anybody for it. I just hope going forward we can learn from this and, we get better. Someone just asked me, I get what you're saying, guys, but how many top heels does AEW need? They already have MJF. Okay, you got MJF. Wait a minute. Who are the other heels? Because the problem here, you got heels like Miro, Young Bucks, Omega. This is the problem here. While I do agree Omega is a great performer, you saw how quickly I just had to think about who are the heels. The only legit heel, the only person who gets the heat right now is MJF. It's MJF. He's the only one so far where I feel like, yeah, people actually hate him. I don't think people hate Omega. I don't even think they hate the Young Bucks. They're heels. Oh, they're definitely heels, and they can get heat. But if they were to walk into this room right now, would you go, boo, boo that son of a bitch, or would you pop? You know what I mean? So, next to MJF, yeah, I think Cody would be a legitimate heel. Let the fans boo him. For real, like, when it's all said and done, as much as I appreciate all these champions who, let's be real, okay? On paper, they're all heels. But who here actually hates these motherfuckers? Who here hates Omega, Britt Baker, Young Bucks, or Miro? Great workers, great performers as villains. But do you hate them? Because I don't hate any of them. I can see myself hating Cody Rhodes. I see him being a fantastic heel. So yeah, I think we should go ahead and do the double turn. I mean, think about it this way too, and I'll say this one last thing, then we'll move on. If Malakai Black was to give Brandy a black mass, would you pop for it? Or would you boo it? I'm popping hard for that bitch. I'm gonna lose my mind if he ever black mass Brandy. There you go. That's all you have to say. It's just one of those things where naturally the fans aren't gonna be receiving what AEW is putting out, and I'm hoping that they change course. They shift directions, noticing what's going on here. People don't want to hate Aleister Black. It's not gonna happen. Sorry. But that's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know how you feel down below. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on the rest of the show. I think I spent a lot of time on this. But yeah, we'll talk about that in the future. I just want to get your thoughts on that. So, with that said, let's get to the rest of AEW Dynamite. Love the opening match. Orange Cassidy versus Matthew Hardy. Big Money Matt, who brought back delete. Milwaukee, you were a great crowd. You were a great crowd tonight. By the way, I hope Matt Hardy's okay. He suffered a broken nose. People are telling me it was a broken nose in this match. Regardless, Orange Cassidy did a flying crossbody and landed on Matt Hardy's nose. And he had the biggest nosebleed. It was pussing with blood. So I think it might be broken. Hopefully he's okay. At least it wasn't John Cena broken, because John Cena's nose was like across his face like that. But yeah, Orange Cassidy won with a very unique pocket roll-up. I think that's what it's called, pocket roll-up pin. It was fun. The crowd loved it. A character match. It was the oh versus the delete. And guess which one won? Fun match. I enjoyed it. I had no problems with it. They did Chris Jericho's promo next, I believe. Yeah, Chris Jericho came out to a nice ovation. Wasn't as good as it was last week, though. Legendary moment. Legendary show. Legendary. One of the greatest all-time entrances you will ever have in a wrestling, at a wrestling event. Just my personal opinion. And if you're saying I'm biased, you're damn right. Because it was here in Houston, Texas. Suck it. Anyways, he basically came out and said that he can't live. He can't breathe. There's a song in there somewhere. He's having trouble living with himself. I'm living without you, baby. Basically saying that he can't go on knowing that my heart will go on. That he is basically 0-3. He's 0-3 against MJF. He has yet to beat MJF. He's obsessed with it. He says, I can't leave him alone. I want one more match. Just one more match at All Out. And MJF, if you beat me, I will retire. MJF came out, legit boos, and accepted it. So, I don't know, y'all. On paper, you would think Chris Jericho wins this one, right? I don't think he is. As of right now, I think we're going to have Chris Jericho's final match be at All Out. Here's my logic. Again, this might change getting closer to the pay-per-view. If Chris Jericho beats MJF, real talk, follow me here. Let's just say MJF beats Chris Jericho. At least you have the idea that this heel ended this big legend's career, and he can use that to carry on. But if Chris Jericho beats MJF, then what? What, you're going to sit him after the World Championship? You're going to sit him after Miro? Not much you can do with that. And if we're going to end this feud, the best way to end it is to have MJF retire Chris Jericho. Which, oh, man. I don't think I'm ready. I'm not ready to see Chris Jericho retire. I don't know, man. What do you do in that situation? I don't know what you do there. That's a rough one. I guess that's the right way to go. You gotta have MJF beat Chris Jericho. Yeah, that seems to be the right way to go. It might change over time. My opinion's always changed, especially with shows like AEW who do excellent storytelling. So you just never know where it's gonna go. But right now, it's looking like Chris Jericho is on his way out. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Lucha Bros, Penta Estero Miedo, and Rey Fenix took on the Varsity Blondes, Bryan Jr. and Grip Garrison. Really good match. Love me some Rey Fenix. And of course, you can't go wrong with a little Cero Miedo. Always love it. Always feeling it. They won their match, and they'll be fighting the Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy next week. No, not even next week. This Friday, right? This Friday. Oh my God. And the winners get to fight the Young Bucks at All Out in a steel cage match. Damn. That's a pay-per-view worthy match. That right there is a pay-per-view worthy match. For real. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy versus Lucha Bros. Jurassic Express versus the Lucha Bros. Man. That's going to be fire. So, who do y'all think wins? Again, it might change getting closer to Sunday, but first off, I think it's clear that the Jurassic Express is winning that tag match on Friday. That's what I think is going to happen. In terms of who wins on Sunday next week, man, I don't know. Like, again, they've done such a good job with all the talent, you just really can't predict. I guess my money is on Jurassic Express. I kind of want them to have their moment, and you know how much they love Jungle Boy, so they might go ahead and give it to Jurassic Express. Or they might keep it on the Young Bucks. I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm going to have to reserve my judgment for that one. So, we'll see. Let's play a super chat here, and then we'll get to the rest of the show.
All of the champs in AEW are technically heels, but they are all over with the AEW audience. The only true heels in AEW are MJF and Dan Lambert. Yeah.
And, yeah, honestly. Because I'm really trying to think about... I mean, I also want to give some love to Don Callis. I think Don Callis is also a good heel, too. But outside of those three, yeah, you don't really have a lot of heels. Like, people that fans want to see get beat up. Sean Spears, sure. We'll have to see. So, this match between Jaime Hayter and Red Velvet. We're going to save CM Punk for last. I want to give some time for people to come in here. I noticed that the crowd's a little bit lower than usual. And again, maybe it's because the more I think about it, although I really enjoyed tonight's show, it wasn't one of those shows where it was leaving you wanting like, oh, I can't wait for the shows in the future. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like, all right, well, we're kind of in coasting mode. We're kind of in coasting mode, waiting until All Out. We're just going to announce the matches and just kind of take it easy, not let anybody get hurt until the pay-per-view next Sunday. But I thought for a show that was meant to hype you up, I thought it was a good, solid show. That's just my personal opinion, though. But yeah, I do want to save CM Punk's segment for last to kind of get you guys time to get in here. I really like what they did with Jaime Hayter and Red Velvet outside of the moonsault spot. The moonsault spot was, let's just talk about it. So Jaime Hayter, apparently former Stardom World Champion, didn't know that until someone told me, and she's been wrestling for 6 years. She looked really good against Red Velvet. Like, for someone who's been wrestling as long as she has, it feels like she's been wrestling for a decade or so. She is very seasoned. She is really good. I mean, really, really good. There are a lot of female wrestlers in WWE who she wrestles better than. They found a good one. Like, I see her becoming a top talent in that division very quickly. Of course, she's going to be the henchman to Dr. Britt Baker, which is where she needs to be right now. But eventually, they might have to break her apart from Britt and let her be a babyface, because she has that potential. I like her. She's really dope. She's crisp in a lot more ways than one. Now, the spot with Red Velvet, where Red Velvet tried to go for a moonsault and then she missed. Here's why I wasn't upset about it, because it was botched. Apparently, I think miscommunication. Either Jaime Hayter was supposed to roll out of the way or get her knees up. Red Velvet completely missed. She went for a moonsault and completely missed Jaime Hayter. Now, like a pro, Jaime Hayter did not sell it. She just got up and started punching her, and Red Velvet did. So, to me, despite the botch, it was a great recovery. A really good recovery. Because they both could have just moved on with the match and acted like nothing was wrong with it. They didn't do that. They did not do that. They actually were pros about it, and Jaime Hayter didn't sell. And then she hit her with that crazy lariat. Oh my God! That was a clothesline from hell. I loved it. And then, of course, Britt Baker gets inside the ring, starts attacking her. Again, this is them trying to get people to hate Britt Baker. You're not gonna get people to hate Britt Baker. Stop it. Okay, just have her be a badass. But outruns Chris Statlander to make the save, and their match is announced for All Out. That should be a good match. I like Chris Statlander. A lot of people don't for some reason. I'm like, don't y'all want characters? Because I really enjoy Chris Statlander. More stuff with the Dark Order. There's some dissension over the fact that Hangman Page asked him to leave him alone, and half the group was like, no, we need to help him, and the other half was like, let's respect his wishes. So that's dividing the group. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Don't know what to tell you about that one. Darby Allin, Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley beat the Wingmen, and yeah, that was about it. Don't really have much to say about that. It was a squash match. But then Miro has a promo saying that he wants to fight Eddie Kingston at All Out. To which I say, yes, sir. Give that match to me. Miro versus Eddie Kingston? Are you serious? Let's go. So as excited as I am about that match, Jon Moxley then cuts a promo calling out Satoshi Kojima. Now, I don't know much about Satoshi Kojima. Apparently, he's a legend in the New Japan wrestling market. All due respect to him. I was really hoping we would be able to get Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jon Moxley. Oh my goodness! Oh, that would have been a fucking classic. That would have stole the show. But I get it. You don't want to risk people getting sick, because apparently he got COVID. But he's still wrestling. Although I'm hearing that they might be having an event in New Japan that weekend. So hold on, let me do some research. I think they are having an event that weekend. Yeah, they're having an event that weekend. So sadly, I hate to say it, even if he was well, I don't see them. Yeah. I do not see them doing the match anyway. So yeah, Kojima was, I guess, a good replacement. At the same time, like, we couldn't get Suzuki or Ishii or Zack Sabre Jr. Like, we could have gotten somebody else. But everyone's saying Kojima is a legend, so it should be a good match. So, alright. Sure. We'll see how well that goes. By the way, welcome V Infuso. What's up, V? Good to have you, man. V Infuso. Let's see here. Promo between The Elite and Christian Cage. Just hyping up their match at All Out. Blah, 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 blah. They attack Christian Cage, and then Frankie Kazarian makes the save. The Gunn Club. Austin, Billy, and Colton. Yes, Billy Gunn and his children. Lost. No, they didn't. I thought they lost. No, they didn't. The Factory actually lost to the Gunn Club. Why did I think that QT Marshall beat... I don't know. He's a jobber. The Gunn Club ended up beating the Factory because Big Show was all like, "Hey, bitch, say it to my face. Say it to my face. Dun, 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 dun. Say it to my..." Come on, that was an easy reference. But yeah, like, QT Marshall continues to job. Dan Lambert is now with the Man of the Year. Oh God, so is he like a Jim Cornette personality? Just get Jim Cornette on the show. Jim Cornette would be an excellent manager. Don't y'all think? I think that's basically it. Ty Conti did something with Bunny backstage. Bunny's all like, hey, why don't you come join Matt Hardy's group? And she's all like, nah, bitch. Slap. And then they fight. And then they're going to have a match at AEW Rampage. So let's play this super chat and then we'll talk about CM Punk.
Punk said Bryan is confirmed to AEW. AEW must see.
I will be talking about that. So, let's just get to it. So, our boys backstage are not very good at keeping secrets. But even if they were, I'm kind of glad CM Punk spoiled this one. So, as you guys know, the entire show was all about CM Punk. It was all about CM Punk and his return. And in my personal opinion, this show should do a high rating. Now, how high that rating is, I have no idea. I'm suspecting maybe a 1.4. Screw it. Maybe a 1.5. It's going to be a high rating because of CM Punk. Because if they averaged, think about it this way. If they averaged a million and like a 1.1 1.2, and Dynamite this week, Rampage last week went from 750 to, I think they said 1,000. It was 1.1 or 1.2. So it went up 50%. So if we do the same numbers, 50%, that's another 500,000 viewers. Yeah, I think it's a good number to suspect. 1.4, 1.5. And it's all because of CM Punk. That's what the show is all about. It was about CM Punk. That's all we really care about right now. CM Punk. Great promo. Milwaukee received him with open arms. It was loud. It was a loud roar. CM Punk. See, it was so loud during the promo, CM Punk couldn't hear the question from Tony Schiavone. And I'm just like, that is so cool. That must feel so cool to be loved that much, to struggle with talking because the crowd is so loud. He starts again putting over Darby Allin, saying that he got brought back because of the wrestlers in the back, which I thought was really cool. I thought that was really dope. And he talks about looking at Darby Allin. He needs to know if he still has it. He needs to know if he still has it. And you know what? That's as simple as it has to be. It doesn't have to be complicated whatsoever. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. I need to know if I still have it, and Darby Allin is my guy to prove that with. I like it. But the one thing y'all want me to talk about, because I know, I see you in the live chat. Hey, Alyx, talk about the tease. Well, during the promo, the fans were doing the whole, yes. See. And all the languages. Yeah. And then CM Punk went, no offense, that's not my shtick. That shtick belongs to someone else, and I'm gonna need y'all to be a little bit more patient. The crowd lost their minds. He all but confirmed that Bryan Danielson's coming to AEW. And you know what? If anything else, I'll take that from the show. You know we have a lot more coming down the pike for AEW, which is why you need to keep watching. I feel like if I even miss a Rampage, I'm gonna miss something special. AEW feels must see. WWE, Raw, I can skip. NXT, I can skip. Friday nights? Well, right now, you got Becky, you got Brock, and I don't know how long John Cena's gonna stay, but I hear he has one more date left. But yeah, the only reason why I'm still tuning into SmackDown is because of Lesnar, Cena, Becky. And then around November, The Rock. So yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about AEW has all this shit to watch, all these talents to make you want to watch. That's new, that's fresh. And WWE, yeah, you have reasons to watch, but they're all people from the past. And eventually they're going to run out of people from the past. Rock's about to have his retirement match next year at WrestleMania. Brock is about to wind down his run as well. Like, how many times do we have to go through this? And some of you are saying, but is it CM Punk from the past? The show, to me, is being funneled into the new talent, though. Because when you look at what they're doing with All Out, and you see who the marquee stars are. Yeah, I'm sorry, like MJF and Chris Jericho again? Sure, it's all about MJF. If they do Miro and Eddie Kingston, it's all about Miro. Although Eddie Kingston is not necessarily old either. That's a fresh match we haven't seen before. Britt Baker and Chris Statlander, both of them are new. The tag champs, Young Bucks, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, new. It feels like Andrade Cien Almas versus Pac, new. Like it feels like everything is about the younger generation. With WWE, Becky, Brock, Roman, Rock. That's it. Cena until he leaves. So yeah, I don't know, man. I do love that Punk went ahead and all but confirmed that Bryan Danielson is on his way. And I know for sure Bryan's going to love putting the younger talent over. So, listen, you can say what you want about tonight's show. I personally think that this was a really good episode, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah, I'm currently looking at 121 viewers. Not bad, guys. 121 viewers in the live chat. So, go ahead and get them likes up. See if we can get it to 100 before the podcast goes off. Not much else to say. I thought, again, it was a fine episode. It wasn't anything that was like groundbreaking, but I like what they did.
Did you catch that line that Omega said to Christian? You think you know me. I popped hard as hell when he said that.
I completely forgot about that line. It was so subtle. It was great. That was actually a really good line by Omega. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, that was dope. Like, Omega's got a funny bunny. A funny bunny? A funny button. Funny bunny. No. Funny button. Yeah. Funny button.
I like AEW, but I also like Jim Cornette's nicknames for some of the wrestlers like the Cucamonga Kids, Kenny Olivier, and My Little Dog Pockets. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah. That's funny. I think the 400 likes is a little too high for a stream like this, because usually, again, like, this is a little bit below average for viewers.
Also, Raw is screwed. All of the stars are on SmackDown or AEW.
Ugh. Yeah. They basically loaded SmackDown with all their best talent, so I don't know why we should watch Raw anymore. But here you go. That's my thoughts on AEW tonight. You guys have the floor. Say hello to V and Fuso, who's supporting the channel. Good to have you here, V. Thank you for showing up. What is Adam the Ledge Copeland doing here on Dynamite? Oh my god. I would think, here's my thing. I would think Edge owns Edge. Or is that a WWE name? He probably doesn't own that. God damn it. God damn it. He would have to change his name to Adam the Ledge Copeland then. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Next week, it's clobbering time. I agree. Next Sunday, it'll be clobbering time in Chicago. Let's see here. Godlike, knowing Punk, I wouldn't be surprised if he put over Darby Allin. Oh, like, that's the thing about a match like that. I don't think it matters who goes over. I just think the match is going to be amazing, regardless of who's wrestling who. Do I think AJ Lee is showing up? I mean, he did call her out. So, I would love for her to show up. They could use her. That women's division could use an AJ Lee. Whee! Damn, imagine AJ Lee versus Britt Baker. Oh my God. Everybody say with me. Oh my God. Easy reference. Come on. Easy reference. Oh my God. And not Jim Ross. That's not Jim Ross. That's another one. Midnight Joker. This was a really good show for people who want to watch wrestling. Yeah, it was fine. Very inconsequential. I enjoyed it. It did its job of hyping me up for the future, so I don't know what the problem was. People are all like, I thought the show was okay. I mean, people aren't saying it was terrible. They were just kind of like, it was alright. I'm like, that's alright. I mean, you know what? If they thought it was alright, it was alright. I'm not gonna give them shit for that. I don't think it was alright. Let's see here. Paul Bub. I'm hesitant to have Cody as a heel because I feel like he'd be the same kind of obnoxious heel the Elite are that make me want to change the channel. No, I think Cody would be the right kind of heel. The one that actually does get heat. It would be fire. I think the biggest problem is he would out-heel MJF. That would be the biggest problem. Ultra Shadow 97 says he misses the broken gimmick. Well, I think we should be seeing it come alive sometime soon. He's probably waiting until Jeff Hardy gets his release from WWE to bring that back. Let's see here. Ever since Punk came to AEW, there are not a lot of new wrestlers that AEW should do to make them name, but no, signing Punk so all the wrestlers can be overcast, meanwhile, an afterthought. That's not true, dude. Punk's not here to overshadow people. He's here to uplift the entire company. I don't know what you're talking about. Ren Amaya. Ren Amaya. Still can't believe WWE had Miz main event WrestleMania, but not CM Punk. Yeah, that's... Woo, boy. Craziness. Hey, what's up, Dennis King? My boy Dennis King, one of the Super Chat membership members. Super Chat memberships. I don't even know. YouTube memberships. I don't even know what I'm going to call y'all. I should get a name. Dennis King, what should I call y'all? I need a name for the membership. Let's see. Jericho's match against MJF at All Out's not really a retirement match. He just won't wrestling AEW no more. Sure. Okay. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what goes on next. I'm not gonna keep you guys here too long. I said my piece about the show. You guys give me your thoughts. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for all who donated. I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you guys Friday for the real fallout of SummerSlam, because they loaded SmackDown with pretty much everything I should care about when it comes to WWE, which makes my job easier. I don't have to watch Raw. Yay. I'll just stick to SmackDown. So until then, I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World, and stay tuned for more news and reviews. So, see you guys next time. Please have a great Wednesday night. Have a great week. And always know, this will always be a safe space for wrestling fans like you.